Everyone, welcome back. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We're going to be doing a general driving video. Currently, we are very close to the ICBC Boardwalk in Surrey, BC, near the Guildford Mall. The purpose behind this video is just to be familiar with the neighborhood. And if your road test is coming up soon, I'm going to be giving a couple important pointers. This is what I always do, and a lot of our instructors do with our students once we identify that they are at a certain skill level, just to be familiar with the area. So we are going to be making the right turn over here. Shoulder check once, make sure it's clear, creep up. Shoulder check one more time, scan, and then go. Okay, so we are going to be turning on to 150, what is this, 154 I believe? Yeah, 154. Mirror, signal right, shoulder check right. So this is a very common road to be on during your road test. This isn't, road test route video per se, but it's more so to get familiar with the area. We are behind the car right now. Ideally, want to be seeing their tires touching the road. That's what we want to, you know, have ideally over here right now. And yeah, we'll just wait patiently. When we are stopped, we don't want to be just sitting still. We want to make sure we're paying attention to what's going on in the rear view mirror as well. In terms of hazards right now, our greatest hazard is what's behind us. Okay, scan left, right, shoulder check, and then scan one more time, and let's get it rolling. Okay, so this is a construction area, so we want to have our speed reduced. Up ahead, we're going to be making a right turn onto the street over here. Mirrors, signal right, shoulder check right, shoulder check right one more time, and let's roll. So over here, this is a playground zone. Very important that you keep this in mind. So if it's a max 30, you want to be going 25 to 28. That's the sweet spot. So let's do that right now. In the road test, a lot of people fail in the school and playground zones because they just didn't pay attention. But this is very, very important. Okay. Now we've got a student driver parallel parking. Once they're in a little bit more, then I can proceed. Okay, that's enough room for me. We're still in the playground zone, by the way. It starts on the right, ends on the left, so it's going to end right over here. And then we can pick up our speed again. Okay. Stop sign up ahead. We are going to be making a left turn now. So mirrors, signal left, shoulder check left. And then we're going to full stop to a zero. Make sure you come all the way down to a zero. Scan left, scan right, creep up forward. Okay. This should be good. It's a bit of a busier time right now, 8:43 a.m. Thank you. Shoulder check left, scan again. There we go. Traffic light up ahead, we're going to make a right turn. So mirror signal, shoulder check, change your lanes. Scan your rear view once you're done. Mirror signal, shoulder check. Full stop once again at a red traffic light, full stop to a zero. Now here on 156, when you're turning right, this is actually a bus lane. So you don't want to go in the bus lane. You're going to be making a wide right turn. Okay, school zone again. So let's reduce. They're happy, smiley face, because we are driving under 30. That's a good sign. So it starts on the right, it ends on the left. So right over there, that's where it's going to end. Oh, I'm at 30. Let's reduce this. There we go. See, it gets risky when you're at 30 because from 30 goes to 31, and that's an immediate fail. You're done. So just make sure you're driving under 30. That's where it ends. I'm going to be making a right turn up ahead. So mirrors, signal, shoulder check to the right. We don't cross at the solid, we cross at the broken line. Okay, scan left, shoulder check to the right, scan one more time, and then check your rear view mirror. 50. So if it's max 50, minimum should be 45 under ideal conditions. Okay, we got an intersection, scan left and right, make sure it's clear, and then proceed. Now we have a sign coming up ahead over there. That means school zone coming up. So we don't go to 30 right now, but we prepare to go 30. So not yet. Got an intersection here, so scan left. Scan all intersections, big or small, scan them all. Okay, so 30 school zone, let's start to reduce. Scan. Got a speed bump over here, so just cover your brake. Okay, watch out for this car. And then we've got a bit of a tighter road over here, so my best tip when you're driving through a tighter road is look far ahead. Don't look at the cones, look far ahead. And then you should be fine. Okay, make sure, you know, kids aren't running around. Okay, scan. Okay, so we are gonna find a spot to, you know, do some parking maneuvers. Right turn only, mirror signal, shoulder check, full stop, come down to a 0. Okay, creep up. So we have the red car on the far lane. We still don't turn right even though our lane is clear because that red car could come into our lane. We want to make sure both lanes are clear when you're turning. So we want to make sure, if it was 3 lanes, we want to make sure all 3 lanes are clear. So now we have 2 lanes that are clear. Shoulder check to the right, scan once more, then make your turn. And then check your rear view mirror. Now that we're behind the car, we want to make sure we see their tires touching the road. So it's important that when we're stopped, we check the rear view mirror because you know, that's where the hazards are going to be. My teacher, when I was becoming an instructor, he told me a story where the driver had a good habit of checking his rear view mirror, and there was one time there was a truck coming at a high speed that had their brakes. The brakes weren't working, so he identified that the truck was coming at a really high speed and it wasn't slowing down. So because he was paying attention, he was able to move out, and because he also maintained his distance, he moved away. Unfortunately, the car in front of him was the one that got you know, totaled, but he was safe. But in those scenarios, you can't really control what other people do, but you can control what you're gonna do. So that's why it's really important to maintain your distance and also to pay attention to what's going on, you know, in the rear view mirror. 152nd traffic light up ahead. We're gonna make a right turn. Mirror signal, shoulder check. This is to prepare. So the first shoulder check is to prepare to make sure it's clear. The next shoulder check that we're gonna do is to just double check. So I like to do 2 shoulder checks. So the first one is to prepare. At minimum, you know, 3 car lengths prior to the turn, approximately. So yeah, we're just gonna wait. Awkward silence. There's gonna be a lot of awkward silence in your road test. So, you know, just get used to it. Okay, so look, we've got someone over there. Scan left, scan right, shoulder check once, scan once again, and then make your turn. Okay, so let's go find a spot to park. I know I said that earlier, but we didn't have an opportunity earlier, so we're gonna get one soon right over, coming up ahead. Okay, we're gonna make a right turn over here, mirror signal, shoulder check, scan left, shoulder check one more time, and then make your turn, 30 zone over here. Okay, so we're gonna pull over and park. In the road test, the examiner might say pull over and park. So this is how you're gonna do it. Mirrors, signal right, shoulder check to the right, and just pull in right over here. Okay, put it in park, parking brake up. Examiner might ask you to open your door. One hand on the handle, one hand on the whatever this thing is called, the other handle. Shoulder check to the left. Open your door slightly, and then close. Okay. Now we're gonna exit. Put it in drive. Mirror signal. Shoulder check to the left, and then let's get it rolling. So we see this. This is a hazard right over here. Kid just crossing. Scan left and right. I want to show you hill parking, okay? So let's try that once. Let's try that over here. So mirror signal, shoulder check. It's clear. So when we're doing hill parking, what you want to do is put the car in neutral, let your foot off the brake. It's rolling slightly back. Put it in park. Because we're rolling back, turn the wheel to the left. Okay, and parking brake out. Okay, let's do reverse parking. So mirror signal, shoulder check upon exiting. You've got a car coming, so let them go. Shoulder check to the left once more, and then let's get going. Okay, we're gonna do some reverse parking over here. Let the lady go. Shoulder check to the right, scan. So I'm not gonna be, showing you how to reverse park, in detail. I might make another video on this. At this point, you should know how to reverse park, but I'll just briefly go over it. So line one, line two, let's go to line two, signal to your stall. We're signaling right because we're gonna be parking to the right. So we're gonna be slightly ahead of line two, then we signal left, shoulder check left, and we wanna angle the car at a 45-degree angle. Now we 360 check, zone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we roll back. So we have a camera here. The camera can be used as a reference point, but not something that we depend on. When we reverse, we just rotate our observations from the mirrors and then back. Mirrors, back. And you just keep on doing that. Okay. Park, handbrake up. So there's like a billion ways to do reverse parking. This is one of the techniques. If the way I was explaining it was confusing, and you already know how to reverse park, just stick to the way you know. If you don't know how to reverse park, feel free to reach out for a lesson, and myself or one of our other instructors will be happy to guide you and train you. Okay, so that's reverse park. We're gonna do parallel park. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna exit. So left signal, scan, shoulder check to the left, and roll. Scan your left and right, make sure it's clear, and then we're gonna proceed. So it says 30 zone coming up ahead, but we're gonna make a right turn over here. Mirror signal, shoulder check. Okay. Let's find a spot to parallel park. No, actually, yeah, we can just do it over here. So mirrors, signal, shoulder check. We want to come parallel to this BMW X5. Okay. So I'm not going to really explain how to parallel park as well in too much detail, because there's a lot of ways to do this. But at this point in this video, you should know how to parallel park if you're looking at this. And if not, feel free to reach out to our driving school. The reason why I'm doing, I turned the wheel all the way to the right is because we were rolling downhill. Okay, so that wraps up the video. Hope you found this valuable. I put in a couple tips and tricks in this video. So yeah, I hope you found that useful, and we'll catch you in the next one.